Good morning, guys. It is 5:15. I just got downstairs and I'm making my coffee, and I brought the monitor down so I can hear when the baby wakes up. I got myself some water and I'm about to do the first thing that I do in the morning after making my coffee, of course, which is this 15-minute good morning workout. So I'm gonna do that now and then I'll catch you guys in a minute. Hey guys, I really wanted to make this video because I was inspired actually by Sarah Therese. If you don't follow her channel, you definitely should. And she has these like healthy habit videos, and honestly, I don't know how she does it. She has so many healthy habits that I like yearn to adopt. And I felt like this is actually my spring break. I'm an educator, so I have been working from home completely, but I felt like it was a really good week to just put into practice some of these healthy habits. One of them being waking up early in the morning at 5 o'clock and moving my body. So what I just did was I exercised. I can link the video down below that I use. I've used the same one every day so far. It's a morning routine of like super light exercises and stretching, because if you like really know me, you know like I'm not flexible. My hamstrings are so tight, I can't touch my toes. Like I'm not even anywhere close to touching my toes. So in this video, we do some exercises, and then at the end we do a lot of like hamstring stretches. And the thing is I've always just accepted that like I'm not flexible, but I've never intentionally worked on it for a long period of time every day. So I will let you know at the end of this what happens. I don't think I mentioned it yet, but I'm doing this for 50 days. I'm calling it 50 sunrises because I'm getting up with the sun, actually before the sun. And I started it on Easter. And a really interesting thing that I didn't even think about, I just wanted to know how many days there were from Easter to June. June 1st, because I really feel like June is going to be like a super wonderful, beautiful month. I'm believing for that and I'm praying for that, especially after us having to be in our homes for so long and we don't really know what May is going to bring yet. Anyway, I realized then that there's also 50 days from Easter to Pentecost. So if you know anything about Pentecost, Pentecost is when the disciples were all together in the upper room celebrating one of the feasts, which I could make a whole video on that too, like how much my husband and I have been learning about the feasts and how important they are to God's story. So it's almost like confirmation in a way from God that He allowed for me to choose this number that seemed random, but it really corresponds with the feasts, like because we celebrated Passover for the first time, my husband and I. So it's just really interesting. But anyway, they were in the upper room celebrating one of the feasts, and the Holy Spirit came on them in power, and there were tongues of fire above all of their heads, and they all spoke in tongues. And basically after that, they got the boldness of the Lord to like go out and preach the gospel. So I am pretty like expectant of God to do something in my life and for everyone else who's doing this with me. I asked on Instagram if anyone wanted to join me, and I definitely have some people joining me, which is exciting. So, okay, aside from stretching and getting my coffee and of course my water, I definitely try to drink more water than coffee this early in the morning. I always get myself set up at night. So this is like a super cozy blanket because it's still cold in the house. Everybody's still upstairs sleeping. And then I have my to-do list. I don't have a to-do list because I'm trying to be this crazy productive person. I have a to-do list to focus me and to make sure I don't miss anything. So I actually have already filled in some of the to-do list yesterday, and then I'll add to it now. It just calms me down to have a place to remember what my tasks are for the day. Yeah, it just helps me to do that. So I have that. I have a journal that I write in as I read the Bible and as I pray. So I'm gonna journal in here. And then I have this journal, which I feel like I've been neglecting, so that's why I have it out. This is actually a really cool journal that my parents got from Italy. It's real leather. This is a journal for Olivia, and it's for her, like, as an adult that she can read it. So I've written some in it, but I need to write a lot more. So it started out like writing about the meanings of her name and why we chose her name. Then in July last year, this is so cool, I should totally do this again, I wrote her a haiku for every single day, and they're so fun to look through because even though they're so short, they really give a snapshot of like who she was like during that time, which is really cool. I've just started writing like little one-pagers on what she's up to recently, but I haven't written enough. So I really want to fill this out, especially now that the baby book that we were doing with like the monthly updates is done, with her being 18 months old. So I have this here. And then of course I have my Bible. So I'm just going to talk you through sort of what I'm doing with my study Bible right now, and then I got to get into it because I don't honestly have that much time. Even though I wake up at 5, it's not enough time. So this is a study Bible. I can try to link it down below for you. And it took me forever on the first day to like figure out exactly what I wanted to use, but I'm using the subject index right now. And I went to the subject second coming because I'm very interested in reading more about Jesus' second coming right now. So that's sort of what I'm studying, and I'm using this as a guide. The reason I'm studying that is because after, again, researching about the spring feasts, Andrew's dad and then someone else online too said that the spring feasts have been fulfilled. So the spring feasts like Passover have been fulfilled by Jesus coming back and being our Passover lamb, but the fall feasts are yet to come. Like they still are not completely fulfilled. So I'm very interested in learning about that, and I felt like the way to know that was to know what the fall feasts are, which is what I did on the first day. And now I'm going through and I'm reading all about Jesus' second coming, and not only is it informative, but it's really making me so happy, like to remember and to read about how Jesus has gone to make a place for us, and he's coming back to get us. Like it's just making me feel really close to him, setting my sights on the right things, I think, for the day, which is super important. Yesterday, after I was reading a bunch of stuff about how we're going to be caught up with him in the clouds and go be with him forever, I thought of a song that I had heard when I went to the Brooklyn Tabernacle years ago called Coming Back. And it's just such a beautiful song about how Jesus is coming back for us. So I played that all morning and like had a really good morning with Olivia. So just trying to set my mind and my focus right for the day in quiet time where I know that I'm not going to be interrupted, which is awesome. So I'm going to get into this. Today I'm actually going to be reading about the time of his return, the characteristics of the return, and then I'm probably going to do some journal praying and journaling for Olivia. And then I'll catch you guys in a little bit because I'm going to make some chocolate chip pancakes. As you can tell, it's getting a little bit lighter, so it is now 6:20 already. So it is time for me to get out of this chair and start getting breakfast ready. I'm done with my journal. I've added a bit to my to-do list, and now I'm gonna go make some chocolate chip pancakes. You guys are gonna come with me. Before we're in the kitchen, I just need to warn you, I know you saw it in the coffee video, we are like mid-renovation, so we don't have our backsplash done yet, we don't have our countertops or our floor done, but our cabinets have been newly painted, and we got some like shiplap. So there is part of our kitchen that's like new, and part of it is just like a hot mess because no one can come into the house right now. So that's just an aside. So let's go make some pancakes. Okay guys, so I'm in the kitchen. I'm about to make pancakes, and another thing I try to do in the morning is empty the dishwasher and meal plan for the baby for the day, just to make sure that everything is settled for the day and I have a really fresh start and I'm not like scrambling once the baby gets up. So you're kind of gonna see me doing that as well. baby just started making noise. It is 6:30. And we normally let her in there. She talks to herself for a bit, usually for anywhere from 15 minutes to a half hour. So hopefully I will still have time to finish these pancakes, although I did give my husband the heads up last night, which is always smart, wives, that I was going to be making pancakes this morning, and that if she woke up and I wasn't done yet, that he would have to be the one to get her out. So he is prepared for that. So I'm just gonna add some chocolate chips. We have been eating a lot of pancakes, so I made another order for them. Hopefully it will be here soon, because I just finished that box and I need gluten-free pancakes, although my husband doesn't, so I think he might have a little bit of his left. But yeah, this is just like a really yummy breakfast that brings me joy. Hey guys, so the pancakes are ready to go. Some of them got a little more burnt than others, and the baby's starting to make a bit more noise. It is now 6:50, so can you hear her? So I'm gonna go up and get her. Thank you guys for spending the morning with me. I hope that this video was helpful to at least think about what your morning routine could be if you have young children at home. So if you like this video, I'd really appreciate it if you would give it a like, if you would subscribe to my channel, and if you would leave me a comment down below, especially if you have any tips for me on how to make my morning even better or even healthier. I appreciate you guys. I hope that you're staying well, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye.